Welcome, everybody. It's Inside the Huddle. We're going to huddle up tonight and talk a little bit of football. This is how we build up and prep for the 2021-22 season. And if you're going to huddle up, if you're the quarterback here, you got to have an all-pro wide receiver and an all-pro running back. We are going to be live Sundays, Mondays, and Thursday nights with football. You got to have all pros, and I'm lucky that I've got all pros, and I'm bringing them on right there. That is our Kansas City correspondent from a previous Super Bowl champion, not this year's. He's Kansas City's own Myers and the Mouse in the house. Dole Whip Dad from Dallas. He's got multiple championships under his belt. That is my broadcasting partners. Gentlemen, welcome in to tonight's game. Are you ready to go?
So ready.
Yeah. Let's do this.
We are a Disney Channel at heart. We all sat watching Resort TV 1 and a great, incredible effort of the first fireworks back, and I'm excited about it. I know we were a little late because honestly, Kelly wanted to see it. He was sitting with Mama, and they were watching it, and he was spending a minute with his wife, taking
with his wife and 22,000 of his very best friends online.
And they just hit 3,000. They just hit 3,000 subscribers on their channel for Myers and the Mouse. So I had to let it go. I was complaining about it. I did say to Jeff, my God, he can walk out of his door and see the fireworks. Why are we waiting for him? But I love my buddy Kelly. So
I was in a good mood. Now I'm jealous because I can't look outside and see.
I looked outside. All I saw was a tree. I didn't get to see anything. Kelly's got the fireworks in his living room, out his back door. He can sit in the bathroom, use the John. He can see the fireworks. It is what it is.
It's always magical no matter what I'm doing.
There you go.
Amen.
All right, welcome in Movie Mania. Nick, Bloom and Cheese at Casey's Corners in house. Monorail Molly. Jeannie's here. Jesse's here. I saw Francisco is here. Pass holder pair in house. We're going to have some fun talking some football tonight. We've also got a special guest coming in later. We're changing around a little bit. We're going to hit the topics first. We'll talk about the games we're going to do. Then we're going to do our Q&A at the end. 7 questions with the boys. But we're going to bring in a special guest every week to do it with us. I didn't get a chance to clue Myers and the Mouse in on this because he was very busy at work today. I tried, but Kelly's so busy I can't keep up.
Is the guest a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader?
No.
Work harder.
Okay. But you will like our guest. He's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be good. AV, what's up? Welcome in as well. You guys can help us out tonight. Share out the stream. Let's find some more football fans that want to talk football and want to have some fun. So now that I've got the 2 all-pros in-house with us, let's get this week under wraps and start rolling. First topic of the night, gentlemen, ranking the NFL's tight ends as of 2021. We're going to start with Kelly first on this one. Kelly, take a look at the list. Do you think somebody needs to move up or down? Do you agree with it? What are your thoughts?
Well, my first thought is my buddy Travis is up there at the top, so that's always a good thing to have. Kittle's good.
Yes.
Darren Waller, yeah, I can see that. Mark Andrews is yeah. I think this is a pretty good actual lineup. Actually, I really do.
Jeff?
TJ, Lions, I believe he's in the top 10, yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Jeff?
I mean, the top 4 stand out as the obvious top 4. I mean, I really like Hunter Henry. I was sad that he left my Chargers. Hawkinson had a good year, but the top 4 has having a good career, but the top 4 stand out to me. My order's going to be different. I'm going to go Kittle, Kelsey, Pitts, Waller. Obviously, Kittle was hurt. Kelsey had a great year, but if we're talking about what I expect to happen this year, Kittle, Kelsey, Pitts, Waller, but Kelsey's been 2-3 years of just elite play.
Yeah.
Jason,
he would have broke a lot of records last year, but they set him out of game. They set him out of game. All the Chiefs starters set out one game because we were that far ahead of everybody else in the AFC. So.
Yeah. Justin brings up a good point. One that I was thinking is it's amazing that Pitts is putting it at number 4, hasn't even taken 1 snap yet in the NFL. That was one thing. And the only one that I was surprised, I thought Gesicki from Miami was a little bit more up there over maybe a Fant, honestly, and maybe even over Godert from Philly. And the other rest of it, I kind of, they're all top elite guys, and it's interesting. So welcome in Diz Our Dream. Welcome in Hunter with us as well. Appreciate it. So, some great comments there. Pass over pass. Will have a strong season. Tua will rely on him as he has great hands and speed. That's a great point. Absolutely agree with that. All right.
A lot of comments about Andrews. And Anderson. Yeah.
Andrews can flat out roll with it. I know. It's a good thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Casey says, I think Kyle's going to tear up. I think Pitts is going to tear up some defenses. We will see. It will be interesting. So, all right, let's go on to topic 2 here. Next topic here, good one. This was a quote that was made by your man down there in Tampa Bay after they won the Super Bowl. Came back out with it again and said, we feel like we hadn't played our best ball even in the Super Bowl. We know we can even get better, and I think we will be better. Jeff, your thoughts, Tampa Bay even better than they were last year? What is your thoughts?
So I honestly think I agree. They were an average team the first 8 games. Now that second 8 games and the playoffs, they were really, really, really good. Godwin, all 3 of their major receivers, who are all 3 elite, didn't have great seasons. Now they had great second halves.
Right.
So I actually think that offense is just getting rolling. Now I'll say what I said at this time this year. Brady didn't have that great of a year the year before last. And his first half of last year, again, was mediocre at best. But then it got elite. So which one do you get? You get first half offense, first half Brady. It's going to be a battle for the division. If you get the second half Bucks offense rolling, they won't be stopped. And I think that's probably what we're going to get. I think they're going to have a real, real big year.
That'll be interesting. Welcome in. I saw our good friend Lawrence in-house. Coach QAC's here. Beantown Breakdown. Good to see Beantown in here. A great Boston channel himself. And I'm featuring him on my channel this week as he's doing.
I've heard good things.
Kelly,
Hunter's got a question. Do we take questions now or later?
Yeah, no, we can come to it. But let me go to Kelly's side on this real quick.
I agree. The question's going to be, are they going to continue the momentum they had going into the next season? If they do, they're going to be fantastic this year. They really are. If they stutter again, they'll still be great. But the curiosity for me is that first 6 games. Are they going to come out and try to reshuffle again and try to figure some things out and get back into that groove? Or are they going to roll like they came out?
Well,
like on fire.
It'll be interesting.
Marguerite.
We'll answer Hunter's question now. The rest of it, we want to save the questions till the end of the show when we do our one-on-one with the guys. At the end of the show, we take all your questions and answer them. Hunter, do me a favor. Re-ask this at the end of the show so we don't get off format. I want to stay with where we are, okay? Let's go to the next topic.
Maybe one of the mods can grab the questions and remind us or something. That might be helpful.
Ranking running backs. This is the rookie running backs posted by Chris from CBS Sports by who will be the most productive in 2021. Kelly, this is your turn to go. Are these the top 5 running backs in your opinion? Is it in a different order? Is one of them going to be hotter? What are your thoughts looking at this list?
I expect more out of Trey and Travis
than
I do Najee and Michael.
Interesting.
Honestly. I think they'll do better this year. Don't get me wrong, Michael and Najee Harris are going to do fantastic this year. I just got a good feeling about Trey this year. 49ers are hot. I think they've got a lot of opportunity to give him the ball and do some things. Travis, I think will do the same thing. I think he'll do well. I'm not worried about Javonte Williams because the people surrounding him aren't going to support him well enough to be able to make that huge year. He'll have some great plays, but I don't think he'll have a great year.
Okay. Jeff, your thoughts?
First of all, pass roller power, I totally agree. I don't think anybody in the division hangs with Tampa, especially with Breeze retired. So running back 1 for me in the draft was Harris. Running back 1 for everyone in the draft was Harris. And Pittsburgh running backs, they usually give him with a rookie running back or any young running back, it's really about opportunity. Najee Harris is going to have an opportunity there. Michael Carter, okay, I guess we can say he's going to have an opportunity, and everybody's talking about Michael Carter right now. I see the Jets being horrible, and I'm looking at that offensive line is not great. And Etienne I like. Sermon I like a lot because of that offensive line like you, and I think somebody said in chat too. So, but for me, it's Harris and a pretty good drop-off. I guess Carter 2, Etienne 3 for me, but I think the only one that I would really trust is Harris. Now, that said, we're always surprised, and that's more about offensive line and opportunity with some rookie running back. For me, it's Najee.
I think they all have talent. I think you're going to see the most out of the 2 and 3 on the list. I think Kelly's right. Everything about Frisco, he kind of fits right in, and he can do a lot, kind of just rolling with the offense there. And I think Harris is just going to get fed because that's what Pittsburgh does, and they needed that. They missed that last year.
He's pretty talented, yeah.
And all 5 of them have great skills. You know, I loved watching NTN over at Clemson and what they did, and I just think it's going to be good stuff there all the way through. So welcome in, Hatbox Ghost, Marguerite Nagy. Great to see you guys here as well. Rorito, what's up? Welcome in, buddy, as well. Help us out.
Go Chargers, Marguerite.
Share out the stream. Share it out. That'll help us out here tonight. Let's talk about Marguerite this one. Alone. This I thought was
Najee. You're right, Eric. Sorry.
Okay. Take a look at this. Thought this was interesting, but I got something else to throw at you right after this. And I'll start. I want to get your opinions on this slide before I pop in the new thing. Kelly, I'll start with you on this one. Wacky sports jobs, American average salaries. The NFL chain gang gets $75 to $100 a game. Reasonable?
That explains a lot. That explains a lot. Why a game of inches and we're going to pay him $75 a game? Come on. Come on.
Well, you get
what you pay for.
Jeff, your thoughts?
I think the Fleetwood Mac song is better than the actual chain gang. I think chain gangs, I'm not quite sure why we still have them, honestly. As a guy who used to be a high school football coach, the dudes were clueless. They'd get in the way. They trip and fall on themselves. I know this is the NFL, but it's just some guy. It's just some guy. It's not like a job. It's, hold these sticks for the game.
These are good points. Welcome in, Mouse Talk. Great to see you here as well. Jonathan Chung, JC, welcome in. And Beantown Breakdown brings up a good point. Don't forget the Steelers have an all-new offensive coordinator. He could heavily feature Harris. That is also a great point. Well, let me pop this one up there. Since I gave you that picture, Jeff, I'll let you start this one to go back towards Kelly. Chew on this. The average water boy and water girl brings home $53K a year. Jeff, your thoughts on that?
Apparently, the NFL is making a lot of money. You know, here's the thing. Like, I think you do such a great job with prepping for these shows, but I've got a beef right here. You know how much the average NFL cheerleader makes?
That wasn't posted.
It's nothing. They make nothing. $0. And I actually care about them more than the freaking water boy. I think Adam Sandler probably got paid better than this, and that's good enough for me.
It's true. RJ, welcome in. Kelly, your thoughts on this?
Your picture says it all. The guy even missed his mouth. Come on.
I know, right? 53K.
53,000.
Right the eye.
Can't even come on.
Justin, I don't know if that's
the people that are making determination of the inches and where they put those sticks versus the water boy.
That's what I said.
Really?
That's what I said. Rachel, welcome in. Great to see you. I thought
we're going to be serious, and I don't know why we would be on this, but if we're going to be serious, the water boy is some dude or dudette hired by the team. The stick guy is some dude who was on the sideline. They gave him the stick. So, whatever.
It's still pathetic when it all matters. All right, next topic. Let's talk this one. Top 5 tight ends for you guys. I sent out a thing earlier in the week. Actually, missed Jeff, but we can talk about it. I'm curious to who are your top 5 tight ends coming into this year. Obviously, one of them could be the rookie Pitts. Possibly he lights into year 5. Kelly, why don't you start this one out for
us? Well, Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews.
Okay. Jeff, anybody different on your list?
Pitts, yeah. I think Kittle, Kelsey, Pitts. I think that's where it is. Pitts. I know he hasn't played yet. That dude's a beast. Okay. Outside of an injury, he's going to be he's going to be in the Pro Bowl this year. And you can pretty much write that down outside of an injury, and it's the NFL. But he is really good. And obviously, Kittle. This is kind of a golden age of tight ends, if you ask me. As an old Chargers fan, I was a big Kellen Winslow senior, not junior, the Putz. Kellen Winslow fan, and I've always loved great tight end. Dave Casper, I hate the Raiders, but Dave Casper was fun to watch way back in the day. Then you got all the guys that are more modern. The tight ends now, after that Patriots draft, Hernandez and Gronk really changed the game, and I love it. And some of the guys, Kittle and Kelsey, are just Hall of Fame guys that we get to watch every Sunday.
Okay, well, here's the interesting thing. Welcome in Greg and John and Mr. Willie.
Hey, Greg.
Here's who the NFL puts out as their prognostication for the top 5 tight ends entering the year. Hawkinson, Kittle, Waller, Andrews, and Kelsey. Not in that order, but that 5 is their top that they have. So I thought that was kind of interesting for the NFL to say these they think are there, because they're not even mentioning Pitts in their top 5.
Yeah,
They're not, are they?
No. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Annie Coog, welcome in. Great to see you here as
Hi,
well.
Annie.
All right, next topic. Let's jump down to this one. One's got to go. Jeff, you'll start with this one. You can only keep 3. It's an interesting new little thing we're going to do. One's got to go. You got Brown, Jefferson, Diggs, and Metcalf. You can only keep 3. Jeff, which 3 are you keeping on your team?
I'm going to keep JJ, Stephon, and DK. AJ's got to go. Why? They've got another stud in town, so that makes it easy for me. I love AJ.
Okay.
AJ Brown's a stud, but they've got another stud on the other side now, so that's all right.
I like it. Okay, Kelly, one's got to go. Who's it going to be for you?
Sanudo, you're
wow. This is like Mary, kill, and okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I get rid of Justin.
Really?
I'd get rid of Justin. Yeah, I would.
Well, there's no way it's Stephon or DK, so.
I have to agree. I hate doing this, but I'm going to do the first thing and break the rules of the house, and I'm going to agree with Jeff tonight.
Get used to it, buddy. Get used to it.
On this one, I go A.J. Brown just because I agree. I think they're going to throw the other way a lot this year to the new guy. Starting out, at least. Starting out. We'll see. But, you can't go wrong.
We'll see what DBs do. We'll see what defenses do, but
I think they're going to pick on – they'll start off teasing with the new guy, and he'll be the guy they end up going to.
I like it. I like the thought process. All right.
Might be right.
Let's go to this one. I thought this was an interesting. I'd just like to get your opinion on this. The Giants haven't had a winning record at any point of a season since 2016. Not even 1-0. 1-0. Kelly, why don't you start this one? Your thoughts, the poor Giants fans out there. Is this the year this changes?
No.
I don't think it's the year it changes. I think they've got some bigger changes they need to make before it happens. And more in leadership than anything.
Okay. Jeff, your thoughts?
Well, who do they play in week 1? That's the question here. Because really, they're not going to be a playoff team. So they got a home game against Denver to open up the season. So, they might even be favored in that game. It's Denver. So, are we asking, do I think they could have a winning record at some point this year? Yeah, I guess they could be 1-0. Do I think they win 8 games this year? No. Saquon's going to come back. I like Jones a lot. They're getting better. I do think they're getting better. But that Washington defense, good. Dallas is going to win the division handily. They're third place at best, probably 8-8, 6-10.
I do like them a lot more than with Saquon coming back.
Sanudo,
I think it makes a big thing. Yeah, Sanudo's got some great stuff. Giants down to the wire to win the NFC East. Bold take. Bills in the house. The Bills Mafia just showed up, Kelly.
Letting
you know. They are in the house. They're in the house with us. All right, let's go to the next topic. Talk about this one. Same type of deal, looking at the rookie wide receivers. That's tough to say 3 times straight. Rookie wide receivers. This will be Jeff's call to start. There's some good ones there. We saw them all in the draft. Let's talk about this. They're saying who will be the most productive. Who do you think is going to be on this list for their team will be the most productive of the new rookie wide receivers? Jeff, what say you?
I think you can flip this thing upside down. I'd put Chase 3, but then I would flip it upside down other than that. Jaden. Who's Jaden? Jalen Waddle, if you put it together, is Jaden, which is pretty fun. Jalen, by the way, I got a fly in here if you're wondering why I got this weapon. Don't piss me off, fly. Anyway, Jalen Waddle, I think, is going to be number 1. Devontae, I'm interested to see if he's too little. I don't know. There's been some little guys, even in Philadelphia, who've been effective. So, and I hate that he's in Philly because I think he could be elite, and I hate the Eagles. Jamar Chase, 1, 2, or 3. All 3 of them I see being elite. And then 4 or 5, they're real good, but I think those 3 are obviously Chase, Smith, and Waddle.
Okay. Kelly, I see you're going to agree. I'm getting scared. That is a good point. Beantown breakdown. We want to keep it clean, but I appreciate it.
I'll be honest with you. I flipped the whole list.
Really?
I flipped the whole list. Jalen's first.
Really?
Devontae,
Okay.
as far as you're talking about being the most productive,
You think that he's going to
Jalen,
be a key point for Miami?
I do. I think he's going to be the most productive. I really do.
The only reason I wouldn't put and I agree with him, and I do that too. But the issue I'll have with Jalen in this year is, you guys, if you watch this show, you know how I feel about Tua. Stop punting when you throw. But other than that, Jalen, I think, is the number one receiver. And again, Jamar is great and Devonta is great. So it is what it is.
I think
Mariah all over it. I agree.
I think the
Great
one on the
talent.
list that might surprise everybody is going to be St. Brown with Detroit. I think that you're going to see that kid with Detroit come in there and really just start trying to unload the ball heavy. And I think he might be a key target because right now Detroit is running low on top wide receivers. I think.
Well, they got that great tight end, so if they put him on that
do.
side and Goff, plays that game,
I'm saying
could have
it'll
a
be
good year,
interesting. It'll be interesting.
And the issue with Elijah Moore, big time for me, I love Zach Wilson. He's going to be a rookie. They're going to be horrible. The offensive line's bad. It's not very often that a horrible offensive line, a horrible offensive team has a good receiver year. So for me,
and
Elijah goes to 5.
AV agrees with you, Jeff, about that. And
I like what he's saying in chat there.
And the other point with this too is the Jets are building something. I like what they're building. I like the kid Moore. He was great at Mississippi.
Yep.
I like the
Beantown,
quarterback. Beantown's got some good. I love Bobby's got some good stuff. The NFL, especially the way it's gone the last 5 years, is focused on versatility with wide receivers. The more versatile you are, the more successful you'll be. Waddle for the win.
And Chase with along the way he's thinking, I would put Chase in there too. But I totally agree.
Yep, that's good points. I love it. All right, let's talk this. One's got to go again. It's got to kiss them, love them, make out with them, whatever it is that we're doing. You got to pick one to go. Kelly will start this one. You got your quarterbacks there. Jackson, Prescott, Allen, and Herbert. You're building a franchise with 3 of them. Who you getting rid of?
Herbert.
Herbert is gone in Kelly's mind.
I would say Dak Prescott, but Herbert's, I hate him more. So
okay. Love it. Jeff, your thoughts?
No, I'm not playing this game. I think that Dak is the obvious one because he broke his leg. I don't think I think all 4 of these. You could have all 4 of these people in the Pro Bowl. So I think Dak is the obvious call because he just snapped.
I saw this. See, I saw this slide when it came.
I know what you're doing. I've got a weapon, so
I saw this when it came up, but I said Jeff loves Allen as an MVP potentially this year. He's not going to pick either one of his quarterbacks.
It took every part of my being to not say "screw you, Pete" when I saw the slide pop.
Well, I was already ready. I was waiting for you to say Lamar, and I was ready.
Homie, don't play that.
Come on!
I was ready. I had my sound effects ready to go.
All you people who are saying Dak in the chat, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to pretend like I like you still, and we're going to move on.
No, Jeff. I was waiting. If you said Lamar,
it's not you, it's me.
Hey,
whatever.
if you said Lamar, you were getting this.
you blew it.
And then probably getting this.
Homie, don't play that.
One of those, some of those you were getting.
I'm the one guy left who thinks Lamar's underrated, so not Lamar.
The tough part with this list is I think Prescott's going to come out and have a monster year this year. And Allen's been showing it consistently, and I still think Lamar and Herbert both still have not shown their full potential. So that's the scary part of it. I like the one guy to go thing. I've seen it. I thought it was neat. Enjoyed it. So we'll see. All right, let's jump over here and let's go to this. We got one more news topic after this. Ranking the top cornerbacks in the league. Liked it when I saw this. Jeff, this will be yours to start with. A couple rookies in there, a couple guys that have been around, one guy that's looking to be traded. What's your thought with the top cornerbacks? Is Allen number 1, Jalen number 1? What's the deal?
If you're looking for top cornerbacks that are likely to go to prison and or have multiple wife payments to make for kids, it's definitely Jalen and Peters. But if you're just looking for studs, Jalen's the most talented on there, but he's so dumb he can't spell the word dumb. So I can't do it. Stephon Gilmore sitting there at 5, hard to argue. I love Marshawn Lattimore. There's so much talent on that list. I hate Jalen Ramsey so much, I'm not going to say him. I'll go with Gilmore. He should be on the top there just because.
Gilmore should be up. Kelly, your thoughts looking at the list?
Yeah.
I put Peters above Lattimore.
Interesting.
Jalen is very talented.
Yeah.
But we'll see how. Let's see. You know, if you'd match that with a little more smarts, he'd probably
Right.
be even better. But
You know what stands out to me looking at that list? You got 2
What's that?
Ravens and 2 Patriots. So that look
Patriots,
at that.
yeah, I saw that too.
Thinking about it from a team perspective, wow, that's a solid.
I'm pretty
back
excited
end.
about having Peters and Humphrey on there myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Bobby, Beans Out Bobby, wait for the end of the show and hit us up with that at the end of the show. I'd love to.
Oh, great question though. I love the question.
It's a great question, and I'd love to hit it when we hit that segment.
Not Jalen Ramsey. How about that? I'll just throw that out there right now. But
Right, and this will be for Jeff to start with. Here, this will be
Okay.
our last question before we go into our weekly review. Let's talk about this. Ranking the top 10 offenses, NFL offenses.
Offenses or off season? This says off season.
Off season. I'm sorry, off season.
That's okay.
For them. I was looking at something else. Look at this. The top 10 off seasons this year. This is what the NFL put out as who they felt was their top 10 off seasons. Starting with Kelly, do you agree with this list? Do you think people need to be moved? What are your thoughts?
As far as I don't see. I'm trying to.
Me too. Love it.
It's kind of tough. The only one I kind of question is, and maybe I just don't know. Maybe why are the Buccaneers so high? What did they get on the offseason?
They retained everybody, and they had a solid draft. Still, even with their first two picks, one was at the end, was solid, just like you did last year when you guys got Hilaire. They had a draft like that. That's why they're getting that, and they retained everybody that came back. So
I would move the Chiefs up above the Chargers.
Okay.
I would definitely do that.
Of course you would.
Well, it's not just because they're the Chiefs. It's just because what they got solidifies that team if it pans out like it's supposed to. I mean, it solidifies that team hard. The Browns made huge leaps and bounds.
Mike's got a good comment there. Kelly, look at Mike's comment there. That's pretty good. All Super Bowl starters return to Tampa. That puts them number 1 in my book.
Hey, Monarch.
Hey,
Okay.
Garrett, what's up?
What's up, Garrett?
Raleigh Creative, Blaine's in house with us too. Welcome in.
Good Blaine.
I don't know. Jeff, what's your thoughts looking at that list?
So Sanudo said, hey, I'm a Chargers fan, so am I, buddy. And I don't see them being at 3. Here's your answer. Corey Linsley, Rashawn Slater, Asante Samuel, Matt Feller, Michael Davis, some guy named Obushi. So look I love the Chargers draft. I love the offensive lineman. I love the DB. 2 of the guys that I had, I'm a draft nut, and I love Samuel and I love Slater. I was excited. Cowboys and Chargers are my teams. I'm from the San Diego area, always rooted for the Chargers, and now I live out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I'm a big Cowboys fan. So really, really, really was excited about the draft. Those were 2 guys I wanted to see to fall to my 2 teams. Both of them fell to the one team, the Chargers. That's enough for me. I love those 2 pickups. Now, I also like what the Chiefs did because they overhauled that line. I'm not so sure about it. They've got the one stud from your Ravens, who I think is going to be solid. We'll see about the other pieces. If the Chiefs line is as improved as much as I'm worried it is, they're going to be one of the top teams in the AFC and likely the winner in the AFC West. If it doesn't pan out, my Chargers win the AFC West, and I'm excited about that. Now, the answer to the question, though, is who has the best offense or offseason? I did what you did. It's the Bucs. Did you see Tom Brady? He was drunk in public. He was having a blast. He was having the time of his life. Gronkowski was the second biggest partier on the Bucs. So for that reason, I will say the Bucs. But I would say the Chargers and the Chiefs, which is fun because me and Kelly love this too.
Brittany Morgan, welcome in. Kelly's got another comment. Go ahead, Kel.
I'm kind of agreeing with him. I would literally, when I say I'd move the Chiefs up, I would move the Chiefs and Chargers up over the Bucs because I'm looking at what more did they gain, not what did they retain.
I agree with you.
Did they improve the team or did they maintain the team? To me, there's a difference.
Yeah. And then, in Washington, they added the other defensive end, right? I'm trying to think what they did.
Washington's going to be sick on defense.
Yeah. So that's a big pickup. I don't know what else they did, honestly. I can't think of anything other than the partying the Bucs did that I'm that excited about. I mean, they re-signed some people, so I guess that's it. And the Browns, I think America has a you-know-what for the Browns. They want them to be so good, and they need to take a cold shoulder. I don't get it. I'm not saying they're not great, but I just think that America so bad wants the Browns to win. We throw them on the top. Hey, we got a super chat. I can't see it there. So for me, it's the Chargers, the Chiefs. I guess the Redskins. Don't call me the Redskins.
Space Mountain Dave, hey Pete, Jeff, and everyone. Hope everyone is having a good night.
Thanks, Dave.
Just for Jeff, go Lions.
I mean, go where is the question? Go away? I'm with you.
Oh Lord. Well,
you,
I mean, I look at this and I think LA improved with their quarterback
Pitts,
situation for them. Buffalo had a great draft. Tennessee, obviously, huge pickup with their signing. I think the Colts are going to be equal to or balanced from last year. Of course, they brought over Wentz, and it's a question mark still there. Buffalo. I looked at Minnesota. I wasn't overly impressed. The top five, I think the top five all did well. They all deserve to be in that top five. Maybe Tennessee could fight.
You got to love the elite
spots,
receiver they picked up. Yeah, but I mean,
I
do like what the Rams did with I mean, they gave away a stud, but they got Stafford. Yep. I mean, that could be the number. I mean, come on. If the Rams win the Super Bowl, we're all going, oh, duh, why didn't we pick the Rams here? So
absolutely. All right, let me hit a couple things before we talk about the games we're going to look at coming up. First, I want to recognize some of the sporting channels that we're working with, trying to grow our sporting community. I want to recognize Ali May with European Soccer. He does a great job. Euro Soccer, check him out. Valhalla Sports Talk, Vikings. He loves them. Dodgers, all that kind of stuff. And Beantown Breakdown, all about Patriots. We appreciate those guys that I'm working with, trying to grow this community and bring more people into the channel. Let me throw this down here. These are my guys, okay? Hall of Famers, you got to have them. I'm proud to have these guys not only as my broadcasting partners, but in my life. Dolet Dad out of Texas, loves his Cowboys, loves his Chargers, loves to tell Kelly he's wrong.
Kelly is.
Kelly Myers in the mouse. He's a Chiefs guy. He's just got his Super Bowl. He just keeps going to the Super Bowl. He's just going to keep visiting. I just hope it's watching from the stands this year. Dolet Dad does Creator Talk, everybody, on his channel. If you're trying to grow your channel, reach out to Jeff. Look at his Creator Talk on Sunday nights. Myers and the Mouse goes consistently from the parks. Props to my broadcasting partner. 3,000 subscribers on his channel the other night. He should let Mama go out more often, is what I say. And Tina Marie is in here with us as well. Welcome in, my lead moderator.
Hi, Tina.
All right. I wanted to share something with you guys real quick before I jump down here and hit this Pick'em League and stuff. Preston played at the World Series for his division for travel baseball this past week, and I let a couple people know. What's up, Ace? Welcome in. I let a couple people know along the way, and people had asked, well, Preston did pitch against an international team from Puerto Rico that had kids that were 6 feet tall at 14, 15 years old playing against him, and he did exceptionally well. And I wanted to share this with Kelly and Jeff, but everybody out there, and I promised earlier I would do it in the show. This is Preston being presented. He finished in the Elite Eight. They got a championship ring for finished Elite Eight, and then Preston got a medal. He was voted by the other coaches of other teams to make the all-tournament team for this World Series. And I was exceptionally proud, and Preston was proud, and I told everybody I would share it out. So there you guys go with that. All right.
Winning the sock game, by the way. Who picked out the socks? Those are sweet. Also, did you notice he beat up the kid next to him? He's got him in a sling. So
let me go back. I'll go back to that. The kid next to him is also a kid that I coached and brought up, and he stupidly tried to dive into second on a double, and I wouldn't call it a dive. I'd call it more like a flop of a dead fish. And he broke his hand on the bag. So, unfortunately,
and he doesn't win the sock game either. So Preston.
Yeah, well, Preston gets the sock game. So, all right, we have a Pick'em League, everybody. I'm going to post it right now. If you're interested, let me explain this and how it goes. First off, it is free, absolutely free to join, and I'll tell you why. Let me post the link, so it's in here. There you go. Here's the deal. This is free to get in. You go in each week, you pick a team. If you pick it right, you get a point. We're going to rank it out. Okay? At the end of the year, who's ever in first place will get a $150 Visa gift card. And the reason you will do that, you got to go into the link and sign up. One entry per person. One entry per person, and it's free. And it's because Clean Look Cleaning Service, Manchester, New Hampshire, cleanlook.com, 30 minutes or less doing a cleaning. They are paying for the league, and they have already put up the money for the Visa gift card. So go in, sign up. It's free. It's not a Survivor League, Justin. You just go in. You get a point each week. It's a standard basic You're going to pick all 16 games. So if there's 16 played, you get a chance for 16 points that week. Each week we'll rank out the winners all the way through, and we will talk about this every halftime. We'll show the updated standings, where everybody is, and all that kind of stuff. We did this last year, and it's a lot of fun. So we'll
probably talk a lot about last year's survival pool, just because I'm on the show and I will probably talk about it.
We're going to talk about this year's survivor pool because we got it going.
Yeah, but I don't care about that one. I won last one. Also, Justin, the reason we're going to be talking about that is because, I won. That's all.
Well, this year's one, I haven't even advertised it yet, Jeff. It's already 60-some people in it.
We should probably get a second place prize since I've already going to get the first place prize on that.
Oh, okay. I'll work on that. All right. Week 11, we're going to start it out with Thursday Night Football, Patriots and Atlanta. Let's start with Kelly. This is just annoying me right now. Kelly, what is your thoughts on Patriots and Atlanta based on as a reminder to everybody who might be new, we're basing our prediction on everybody being healthy, no injuries, nothing stupid, all that kind of stuff. Kelly, Atlanta and the Patriots.
Where are they playing?
They're playing in New England.
Oh, Blaine. I see you, Blaine.
I'm pretty sure it's New England.
Not the Patriots. I'm not going to pick the Patriots. Not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Okay.
Not going to do it.
You sounded like the first Bush there, George Bush, the first one.
It was a very good George Bush. But Jeff, what's your thoughts on this matchup?
I am going to throw it out there so dang early. I like this. I would really like to see what the Falcons got going. I really liked their offense. They sent over one of the receivers away. We talked about, there you got it on the screen, man. We talked about their defense. We talked about two elite corners. I think the Patriots are going to do better. I think Buffalo rules the East, but I think the Patriots have a shot at a wild card this year. Okay. Depending on what happens at their quarterback spot, of course.
I honestly think by this point in the season, the chat's going so quick that I love it. Everybody's putting it in the chat. I actually think by this point in the season, the Patriots will be having a new quarterback in there. Now, their defense, and I agree with this, what Mike just said, Patriots defense is going to be strong. Yes, it will be. It will be.
Justin
shame on Kelly.
Zanuto's got a good point, too, and I agree. It could be some offensive fireworks versus a couple great DBs. That could be fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting. All right, I like this game. That'll be a Thursday night game. Week 11, Sunday, 1 o'clock. I'm going to do my Ravens against the Bears. Ravens against the Bears, Sunday at 1 o'clock. I got to do it for watching my team. Let's start out with Jeff. What say you? Ravens, Bears. I believe this is in Chicago.
I love the Ravens this year. I think the Bears are who they think they are. Not good. Ravens roll. Yeah.
Kelly, your thoughts?
The Bears are not going to win that game. But Baltimore is going to do a very good job next year. I'm actually looking forward to watching them play a little bit. That'll
be a blowout, I bet.
Ravens are gonna have a good year next year.
What Sanudo said, what Raleigh said.
I was actually worried where you were going, Kelly. I thought some of the smoke from the fireworks had seeped into the house, that you were going to take the Bears.
Hey, I can still smell Disney from my house. It's okay.
I heard you hit your head on a pirate.
Hold on, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. I got Kelly keeps reminding me how close he is to the parks, and Kelly, I'm just going to say, that is a bunch. You just did. That's a bunch of crap. Did you do that?
Just so you know, Pete, jealousy is a stinky cologne. You shouldn't wear it.
Hey, jealousy. Good song, though.
Week 12, Sunday night. Steelers, Chargers.
Where's our dream when I need him?
He'll be, you never know. He might
he's in there.
Somewhere.
He's in there.
Steelers and Chargers.
Did that just say live? Hold on. Did that just say live in 146,000 years? Is that what I just saw? You've got your stream set up live in 12 decades. You, sir, are insane. That's a half of a freaking year.
I believe in preparation is the mother of all necessity.
You do see that Jeff did pick the Bears to win that game, right?
I know. I ignored him. You noticed I didn't put that chat on the screen.
Oh, that Jeff, maybe.
Go ahead, Mr. Dad. Let's start with Steelers, Chargers. Who are you taking? It's in your hometown
Who do you think I'm taking? So I really like the Chargers to have a big year, and I really think the Steelers pull back. Looking at you, Jeff. Chargers roll.
Wow, Chargers roll. Interesting. What say you, Kelly?
Steelers. The Chargers are going to do. The Chargers are going to have a great year, but I think this is the game they choke
Really?
at home.
If they choke, they're choking Ben. They're going to choke Ben and send him on to his retirement. Who's your backup quarterback? Because get him ready.
You got to figure it out.
Mariah.
Got to figure it out. All right, let's go to week 11 here. Starting on this one. This is the Monday night football game. This is your Giants against Tampa Bay. I believe it's in New York. I'm not sure that matters. But let's talk about this one. Kelly will start
But
it
it's
out.
in New Jersey anyway.
Giants and Bucks.
Bucks take this one, no question. It pains me to say it, but they're gonna be at what week is this again?
Week 11, Monday night
Yeah,
football game.
They're gonna be rolling by then. I don't think they're gonna lose that game. So Bucks.
Okay, interesting. All right, let's go to Jeff. What do you think? Bucks?
I mean, I love Brittany Mogan, but Brittany, no. Giants, no. Bucks, roll. Yeah, I don't. There you go. Right? How do I say that? 36-3. I don't know. I like the Giants' offense a little bit. I do like their quarterback. I've said this before. Obviously, Saquon coming back. I like what they're doing on offense, but they're not good yet, and the Bucks are. So this is a blowout game.
A lot of people saying the same thing. All right. Again, just a reminder, this is Dizar, this is Dole with Dad, and this is Myers and the Mouse. Moderators continue to put their links into the chat. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to get
I can smell what you're cooking over there.
bring our guest in backstage. It'll be coming on in just a couple minutes. He'll watch the next
Is it cheerleader?
Possibly. Let's run through a couple more bits of news real quick. Describe your favorite NFL team in 5 words or fewer. Kelly, go first.
Chiefs kicking Chargers butts really bad.
Just mute him.
Okay. Jeff, describe your team really quick.
Show me your lightning bolt.
Nice. Mine would be black and purple attack. That's what I like. Yeah, some people do it the other way. It doesn't matter. As long as they're attacking gold and black, that's all that matters to me.
Jason Udo.
What do you say?
5
words or less. We always lose it in the Chargers.
Good stuff.
Totally
All right, ranking the NFL's top duos. Rank it out.
Oh.
What am I doing? I'm sorry, I was reading chat.
This will be Kelly's thing to start. Look at your top duos up there. This is what the NFL has put out. Do you agree with it? Do you like the top 3 in that order? What do you think top duos?
I can see that, but I don't agree with Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. I don't think those are the duo. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. I can agree with it. Go ahead. Aaron Rodgers.
Interesting.
Am I not seeing the Bucks on here?
Nope, they're not on there.
I think they have a better partnership with what's his butt and his friend.
Okay.
Well, they got 3 stud receivers, so that's probably why they didn't know which one to go with there.
It could be. That kind of surprises me they're not on the list. I'm not a Bucks fan, so why am I? Something about number 1 sticks in my craw.
Okay, Jeff, your thoughts?
I would actually say Herbert and Allen would be higher, and Aaron would be lower than Adams.
Okay,
I'd switch them. Or
okay.
move Kansas City up and Chargers second.
Okay, Jeff, your thoughts?
I would just like to point out that I've never said stuck in my craw, so I feel like I win just for never said. Allen and Diggs, Wilson and Metcalf, Rodgers and Adams, Herbert and Allen, Mahomes and Hill. I mean, those are all insanely elite. I really like the second half. I love that they got the Rams duos, Donald and Ramsey. I mean, I've already said I hate Ramsey. Kamara and Thomas, they only have the quarterback in there. I don't know how you don't put Derrick Henry and Tannehill in there. Interesting list is what I'm saying. But for me, at the top one, if we're talking about for 2021, I think it's going to be Allen and Diggs and Wilson and Metcalf. I think Metcalf could be the best receiver at the end of this year in all of the NFL. And I everybody knows, if you're watching this show, I think Josh Allen's insanely good.
Insanely talented.
I really like Herbert and Allen, but I think that the Chargers have kind of 1 and 1A receivers. So I don't know.
Gotcha. All right, let's go to this topic. NFL coaches in the hot seat. NFL coaches in the hot seat. Jeff, you start this one. You agree? Any of these coaches in the hot seat hotter than others?
I do, and I think Nagy's obvious, not because he's the top one on there. I think McCarthy's insanely safe. I think Zach Taylor's safe. I think Kingsbury is pretty safe. Flores maybe not so much. I don't know why Zimmer's on this list. I think he's just been there long enough that he might move on, or they might move on from him. But Zimmer's elite. If he gets fired from the Vikings, 30 teams will want him as a defensive coordinator, if not a head coach. I would say the same for Fangio. I'm not going to pretend like I know much about David Kelly and LaFleur. I guess he's on the hot seat because his quarterback's a prick. But did I say that out loud? Yes, I did, and I meant it.
All right, Jacob.
Was that stuck in your craw?
That's a good question.
I don't know where my craw is. I'm going to have to, after the show's over, I'm going to ask you, where the heck is my craw?
I'll draw you a picture.
That would be something. All right, let's drop down to this next topic, because as soon as we get through this next week, we're bringing our guest on with us. Here's a unique one. Okay, I like this. I'm actually going to bring this in.
Pass over. That's true.
I'm actually going to I might bring him in a second early on this one.
Sanudo, I think you might be right.
I want to get his opinion on this one too. So let me assign him out to a spot, and I'll bring him in and out a little bit here. Our guest today, joining us for a couple balance of the show through In and Out, will be Jeff. Tis our dream.
There he is. Did you lose a bet with that shirt?
Hi, I'm on.
Yes, okay. You're on. You're live. So we're going to keep you in and out. So here's something here. This I thought was neat. This is going to be landing spots, and I want to kind of get your opinions on it here as we go. Let's talk about this. Landing spots for these teams. I'd like to know with the three of you, just say yes or no. Yes, Kelly.
Real quick, I just want you to know I feel like I should go, hi, I'm Kelly. This is my brother Jeff, and this is my other brother Jeff.
I love the New Heart Show. Love it. Love it.
All right, so let me I'm just trying to figure that out. Let me put this up. Landing spots.
I didn't have my finger up my nose.
Landing spots. Do you agree with it? Let's talk the first one. We'll start at the top with Jeff up top. Tis our dream. Ideal landing spots for Richard Sherman. Is Dallas an ideal landing spot? Yes or no, in your opinion?
I wouldn't want to go to Dallas if they paid me the most money in the league. Nothing against Jeff. I just can't like Dallas. I'm sorry.
You don't like rings?
I mean, he might do well there, but I just don't think Dallas is a place I think that's where players go to end their career.
Wow, Kelly, your thoughts? Yes or no, Sherman? Good at Dallas.
Well, no, I'm going to take my time because I like watching him have a stroke. It's pretty fun.
Jerry Jones, man, he's just
a sexy man. I want to help you.
No, not at all.
I would say ideal, no. Good, yes.
Okay. Jeff, your thoughts?
No. Name one guy who's come to Dallas to end his career. I mean, Terrell Owens went and got a ring. I don't know. I think Richard Sherman could do a lot worse than the Cowboys. Honestly, we need a DB over there. Is he as elite as he used to be? Of course not. Will they cost too much? Probably. I don't know about the money part of it, but I mean, he would fit over here pretty well if you ask me. I'd like to know who came to Dallas to die. Can't think of anyone.
Tom Landry. Here's the next one.
Ouch. He was there for like 30 years.
Here's your next one. Ideal landing spots. Top free agents. Le'Veon Bell, the Saints. Go with Dad. You start it. We'll go top to bottom.
I
Yes or
mean,
no?
no. I would say no. No. If you just want a yes or no, no.
Okay.
You want more information? I got more.
You got it. You can do it if you want.
I think that it doesn't make sense there. He doesn't make sense there at all. They don't need another running back. I don't think his best days are behind him. I think he's a pain in the butt. I wouldn't want him on my team.
Okay. Kelly, your thoughts here?
I wouldn't want him on my team either.
Apparently
He's not anymore.
Apparently not.
It just wasn't
So,
ago.
so
Yeah. Sanudo for the win.
No.
Exactly.
no, I'm not sure he'll get picked up unless somebody has an issue in the back there. I really don't.
Okay.
No.
All right. Jeff? DOD?
I don't think that's a good mix at all.
Okay.
I don't think Le'Veon Bell should just retire. He's broken. He's past his prime.
Okay.
He's a third string running back at best for anybody.
I agree.
How could you be so wrong on the first question and so right on the second question?
I don't know. It happens.
I was not wrong. I was not wrong.
Let's go to this one here. Boom. Ideal landing spot. Golden Tate with the Patriots. DOD, start it up. We'll go from top to bottom.
That's good for the Patriots. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
I think that's a win-win for the Patriots.
Okay. Kelly, your thoughts? Golden Tate, Patriots?
It would be good for him. I still don't think the Patriots are firing on all cylinders, but I'm not sure it's going to make a difference for him, but it wouldn't hurt him.
Okay. Jeff?
Good for the Patriots, not for Golden Tate. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why Golden Tate would want to go there. I think there's plenty of places he could go and have a successful season. Patriots don't even know who their quarterback's going to be, so that wouldn't be for me.
Okay. Pass holder
Pair says he'd make a good chief. I think he would make a good chief.
Yeah. Pats need all the wide receivers.
Probably 20 teams that would love to have him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ideal landing spot. Top free agent, Melvin Ingram to the Rams. What are your thoughts? Let's start with Dad and go bottom to top.
You know, honestly, I'm the guy who would cut the running back. Talking about the Cowboys, I liked it when they had the rushing leader and they cut him 1 year later. Running backs last 3, 4, 5 years if you're lucky. Ingram's past his prime. I mean, I'd rather have a fourth round rookie in my draft every year than pay somebody like Ingram. So it makes no sense to me. But I would say that about most veteran middle of the road running backs.
Okay. Kelly, your thoughts here?
I
Dad Bills, exactly.
I hit my head on that ride. I agree with Jeff. I agree with Jeff.
Okay.
I think he's past his prime. I don't think he's going to add
Oh,
value.
Melvin Ingram. Oh, I'm thinking. Oh,
You think of Bobby Ingram?
I was thinking about a running back, and we're talking about a defensive player. Ignore me.
All right. Let's go to the last one. Last landing spot. Todd Gurley. I don't know if he's got anything left in the tank to the Chargers. DOD, we'll start up at the top just to go with that sweat. Go ahead first. Your thoughts. Does Todd Gurley do anything with the Chargers?
Does he do anything for the Chargers? I think it's a good fit. I do think that's a good fit.
Okay. Cool. Kelly?
Yeah. I think it would it'd be okay. They need all the help they can get. So
Okay. Jeff, your team?
I think what I said about Ingram, you should have put it for Gurley. I mean, I basically answered it wrong on the one before, and it should have been for Gurley. I don't like middle age running backs. No, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Todd Gurley would be best in the XFL, Justin says.
The last good run he had was on that commercial that you put on the thing. I mean, I don't know. No.
That's true. That is true. All right. Let's go to the next topic. I'll be bringing DOD in here as we go along. Just takes me a second for it to go through. This will be
makes a good point.
our next one that we're going to talk
B-Town's
about
been
here.
on fire in the chat today.
Let's talk about this one. Alternate color helmets. 2022. There's going to be a lot of alternate color helmets. Is there something special that you're looking for on alternate color helmets? Okay. Jeff, let's start with go with that. Good night.
You're welcome. My Chargers giving the NFL the gift that they need, the awesomeness that is throwback uniforms. I love the Bucks throwback.
Somebody
I love
wants-
the Patriots throwback. Hey, buddy.
Somebody
How are
wants
you?
to say
Hey,
hi.
Preston.
Hi.
Congrats on this weekend, man.
Congratulations.
Or last
Thank
weekend.
you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Love it.
Very proud of him. So
Good job, buddy.
Good. Love you.
So anyway, Bucks and the Patriots are my favorites. I don't hate
Hold
the
on,
Cowboys
hold on.
one.
I got a question. Quick.
Go ahead.
Wait, let me ask you a question. If you could look out your window and see fireworks, would you rather look out the window or see? Look out your window. I thought so. Okay, go ahead.
wait,
Jeff, you were
but Preston,
saying-
if a pirate banged you in the head, would you? Never mind. I think the Pats and the Bucks are the ones that I'm looking forward to the most. But again, the Chargers baby blues are the best uniforms in all of sports.
Okay,
You're welcome, man.
Kelly, your thoughts? Alternative?
I'm not that nostalgic. I'm yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I don't mind. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't really have an opinion on it. I really don't.
I
Jeff.
do. Before you get to the other Jeff, worst uniforms in all of sports might be the Steelers throwbacks. Just
Well, I was just about to ask him. Bumblebees.
Why?
Bumblebees
Why?
are coming back.
horrible.
Do you want to see the Bumblebees again?
I do.
Oh, Lord.
I really do. And it beats the logo they have on their helmet now because there's no steel mills left in Pittsburgh. So
Okay.
bring on the Bumblebees.
Okay.
Buzz.
That'll be an interesting one to go through. All right,
Meantime,
Jeff, for
yes.
these next couple ones, just I'll have you hang tight because I haven't had the thing manipulated. I'll bring you back in as we finish the questions. Let me run through these weeks real quick. Just take a second of time. Let me hit them up. Thursday nights, NFL. I can keep Jeff coming in because I did have him set up. Good. We got him in. So we got
There he is.
Raiders and Cowboys. Thursday night football. Raiders and Cowboys. Let's start with Kelly on this one. Raiders and Cowboys. What's your thought?
But could you make a harder choice for me here?
No.
Not a Cowboys fan. It pains me, and I hate the Raiders.
Say it out loud. Say it proud.
It's in my DNA. So I have to pull a Jeff and go Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys. Let's go to Dizar Dream. What's your thought? Raiders and Cowboys here in this one as I bring you into the screen the whole time.
I hope they both lose. I hope they tie. How about that? I hope they tie.
They could.
Can't stand either one of them.
Okay. Go with Dad. Your thoughts?
Cowboy Nation blowout. Hate the Raiders. They're all going to be on parole that week, so it won't matter.
All going to be on parole that week. Well, that's something in itself. All right, let's jump down here to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day, everybody. Thanksgiving Day.
Live in 150 days. I freaking love that.
There's our number 3 right there. Got it set in there. We got an interesting game. This is the early game. There's 3 games on Thanksgiving, so we know. This is the middle game. I'm not going to look at doing the early game. So let's talk about this one. We'll start
It's
with
the Lions.
We'll start with Dole Whip Dad first. Tell me your thoughts on this game. Who's going to pull it out on Thanksgiving Day?
D&G. Buffalo, baby. They're going to roll. I love Buffalo this year. I'm not saying they're going to go 16-0, but I am going to say they're probably going to be favored in every game they play this year.
Okay. Kelly, your thoughts?
I don't have any thoughts, and I just for the record that
Somebody clip that.
I have no thoughts. I know it sounds crazy. Okay, we'll put. I'm gonna pick Buffalo too. How's that? I do want a disclaimer. That's the week my daughter is getting married. I will not be there.
Oh.
You mean you can't come in live from the after party? I mean, come on.
I know, right?
I would like
Kinda
to survive the
priority.
week. I don't think it's a good idea if I go throw the bouquet. Yeah, Pete. What's next?
Whichever one it is, congratulations to her.
I think it's awesome.
Tara, my oldest daughter's getting married that week.
That's fantastic.
Congratulations, Tara.
All right, let's jump down here. This will be the Sunday 1 o'clock game that I'll be looking to feature. Sunday 1 o'clock, and this is going to be a good one. This will be Cincinnati, Burrow. I love this picture. It really came out good. Cincinnati and Burrow against the Steelers with Big Ben. I'm going to leave Dizar Dream to the last, so I'm going to let Dole Whip Dad go first on this one. Tell me what you're thinking, Dole Whip Dad.
It's hard to pick against Pittsburgh against the Bengals, but I will. I like Burrow. I like Chase. That's not a whole team. I get that. I think the easiest way to go here is Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh pulls back. I think the Bengals are moving forward. Do I think it's this year? I don't know, but this game might tell us.
Interesting. Okay, getting a lot of mixed in the chat. Somebody there does not like the Steelers at all. Kelly, what's your thoughts on this one?
I think it'll be a close game, but I think the Steelers are going to pull it off.
Okay. Interesting. How close, Kelly? Real close?
Field goal.
Field goal game. Interesting. All right, Jeff, your boys playing at home against up-and-coming Burrows. Chase coming in. Do they have enough to take the Steelers this time?
Steelers by 13. Nope.
Steelers by 13. Wow. That's impressive. I like it. Here's Mr. Willie saying 42-3. Wow. Mr. Willie's not even playing around, saying the Bengals don't even show up. They show up with like 8 kickers and play the game. That's interesting. All right, week 2 on week 12, Sunday night. Next to last game of what we're talking about here. Let's talk about Sunday Night Football on the channel. Let me fix this and slide it over right there. This will be an interesting game. The Brownies against the Ravens. I believe we are in Cleveland for this one, in Cleveland. I'm looking forward to this game. Should be a good event. Let's start. Let's see. Let's start.
I agree, Beantown.
Let's start with Diz Our Dream on this one. Brownies and Ravens in the mix. What do you think?
I got to go with the Ravens. As much as it pains me to say that, I got to go with the Ravens. I just think they're that much better than the Browns. I think the Browns are going to probably finish second. The Steelers will probably finish third. Ravens will finish first, I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Rob does not like the Ravens either. He doesn't like the Steelers or the Ravens. Kelly, what's your thought here?
This will be Ravens. Okay. This will be a Ravens game. They're going to be strong. Ravens are going to be strong next year. This year, whatever. Next, when the season starts, yeah.
And just a little bit when the season starts, which isn't that far away. All right, let's go over to Jeff. Your thoughts on this one?
I like the Ravens more than most people do. I like the Browns less than most people do. I really like that. Well, that defensive line, you're showing the 2 names right there for Cleveland. I don't believe in the Mr. Every commercial on TV guy as much as everybody else does. And I like the Ravens a lot. That defense is great. They got a potential MVP behind the helm. I think the Ravens win.
I'm hoping my Ravens do. I think this is going to be a tougher game than people think. I think the Browns are a little bit better than most people are giving them respect for. But we'll play it out and see how that goes. All right. Last game of the week for this week that we are doing right here, and that will be the Monday night game, which I think is going to be a good one and unique because defense against defense, uniqueness against uniqueness. Seattle against Washington. Let's start with Kelly. What say you? Your thoughts initially on this one at first?
My initial reaction is the team that shall not be named.
Okay. They might get a name this year.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
And it'll be another temporary name probably. They'll change it to something weird like the Pigskin Ball Club.
He just made his wife
the state.
So maybe the team's name will be just whatever my wife says this week.
Whoever my wife says this week. Oh, I love it.
They'll sell 2 years of shirts and then they'll change it again.
We got some Seahawks lovers out here. The people yelling Seattle already. Let's drop down. Dolwart Dad, let's go with your thought on this game.
So everybody knows I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win the division. Washington, I like, though. I like their defense a lot. I love Fitzpatrick. I don't know why everyone doesn't love Fitzpatrick, including head coaches. I think that if anyone wins the division, it's not Dallas, it's going to be Washington. And I see Seattle taking a step back. Now, I think that DK Metcalf has an amazing year. I love their receivers. Wilson has a big year, but that doesn't mean I think they're going to have a good season. Washington for the win.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get into our last segment of the night. This is our question segment. And here's the way it works. I'm going to throw 5 or 6 questions at the guys first. Get all their feedback. I'll keep popping your answers into the chat. When we get done the 6th one, I'm going to say, all right, chat, it's on you. I'm going to let you throw questions to the boys. I'll hit them with a question. They'll give you an answer. We'll have a lot of quick session before we finish up tonight. First question of the night. We'll start at the top. with our guest broadcaster tonight, Diz Our Dream. Question number 1. Which defensive unit is more dominant, the 85 Bears
Ooh.
or the 2000 Ravens?
Wow.
I'm glad he got that question. That's a hard one.
The Bears. The Bears.
The Bears. Okay.
Although the Ravens. Wow, that's a tough one. Yeah, I'm going with the Bears.
That is a tough one.
Okay.
Fridge. You got to go with the Fridge.
All right,
Fridge.
Kelly,
Fridge.
your thoughts on this one?
I actually go with the Bears too. That is a tough question.
Okay. And Jeff, yours?
More dominant is the key word there. I'm going to go with the Bears also, but better athletic and amazing might be your Ravens, but more dominant, I'm going to go with the Bears.
Well, here's why I say my Ravens. This is the only thing. I think back in 85, it was less of a passing game than it was in 2000, which means you had to add in a whole nother aspect that was more.
That's why I say dominant. I mean, I'm agreeing with you there. That's interesting, but that's why I went with the Bears. Interesting.
But, I mean, let's be honest. That 85 Bears was sick. I mean, it was incredible to watch, and to me, one of the best defenses ever.
No.
You know, and honestly, to Ray Lewis's credit, he a lot of times would talk at team functions about that team and how they should model after the mentality of that team.
The 46, Ryan's defense, that was
pretty
innovative at the time.
Pretty something. So
they had a music video too.
This one will start.
Shuffle.
That's true. The shuffle, however it is. All right, let's start with Kelly on this question. Let's see what you got. We got which team in the NFL had the best helmet in 1990?
What a very specific question.
Yeah, well, it's throwback time, so you get to pick your helmet. I'm looking at all the helmets in 1990. Which one is your favorite?
Well, I'm trying not to say the Chiefs. I'm actually looking at the helmets and thinking artistically here. But probably, honestly, at that time era, the cooler helmets, in my opinion, was probably the Bucks.
Bucks. Kelly likes the Bucks. Jeff, what do you say?
San Diego Superchargers.
Being a homer. Jeff, yours?
Dolphins.
I always like the Pats too, though.
Love the colors.
I actually agree with Jeff? I agree with This Our Dream. The Dolphins for me. And I'm looking at this screen saying, hey, what one jumps off the thing? Now, there's a good one there by Blaine with Raleigh. You have to think of the old Oilers.
That's a pretty cool one, yeah.
Kind of unique.
Yeah.
And the old Patriots one. I like the original
Earl
Patriots
Campbell,
one, too, from time. So, D&G says the Seahawks. So that's interesting one there.
Can I just go with anyone but the Browns? I mean,
Well, the Browns hasn't changed. I think it's the same thing exactly all the way through.
Exactly.
They get nostalgic. It's a deeper color orange.
It's not even a team name. It's the color of their helmet. I hate it.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, let's start this one with Dole Whip Dad on the question mark. This is a pretty neat question. I liked it. Which quarterback are you signing to a multi-year deal? From the 2018 class, they're all up to be re-opt coming up. You can only sign one for your team. Who's leading your team into the future?
I love Allen and I love Lamar Jackson. So either one of those could be right. If I had to pick one, I'd pick Josh Allen. But I mean, I love Lamar Jackson also. So, not Baker.
We'll go back up through it. Kelly, yours?
Allen.
Yeah, good. Jeff, yours?
Allen.
You're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised at my selection.
I love the two New York sad draft guys down below. It's just pathetic.
Yeah, well, they're very sad right there. I mean, sitting there looking at this, I would take Allen. I hate to say it. Don't get me wrong, love watching Lamar. He hasn't proven to me yet that he can do it at a top level. I think
oh my gosh,
Allen
he was the MVP 2 years ago.
Huh?
He was the MVP 2 years ago.
Oh, come on. He ran around. It just ran around.
It was a great quarterback season.
It wasn't a great quarterback. He was a running back throwing the football. Let's be honest. He stepped up against your Chargers, and was it your Chargers that smacked us in the face and knocked us out of the playoffs? Yes, it was. Great defense stepped up because they cut off what he could do. So when he proves it to me, I'll believe it. I still love Lamar. Don't get me wrong. But if I have to pick between these three, I'm not going to be a homer. I'm going to say this would be my.
Yeah, well, I mean, I picked Allen too, but I mean,
Yeah. So, all right, let's go to this one. We'll start with Kelly on this one. Could we see the Bengals with a white helmet this year? Kelly, yes or no? What do you think?
I think it would be an improvement.
Okay.
I do. I think that's a much sharper looking helmet than the other one.
Okay. Jeff,
So,
your
yeah,
thoughts on this one? Dis our dream?
No,
No?
that just looks. It just looks high school.
Looks
I
like
don't
a
know.
Cincinnati college uniform to me. Go with that.
I mean-
Your thoughts?
I'm colorblind and that sucks. I hate that. I think that's horrible.
Oh my God.
I
That's
mean,
great.
the thing they will have to deal with is this. Yeah, there you go. Pass holder pair of Cincinnati Zebras.
Yeah, I feel like this is
That
the
would be
COVID
how-
version. This is the COVID version of a good uniform.
Yeah, they look like prisoners. It's true.
That's horrible.
It's Burt Reynolds coming back from a great movie. So all right, last two questions. Last two questions of the night before we do speed round with the chat. Mike Kelly Myers question. I'm going to let Dizar Dream answer this first. Will this ever be topped? Derek Thomas single game sack record of 7. Is that a one that cannot be broke in your mind, Jeff? Dizar Dream?
There will never be another Derek Thomas. That he was the best of the best. If anybody gets more sacks than 7 in a game, they're high on something. They're enhanced.
Okay. Kelly, I know it's your guy.
I love Derek Thomas. He's one of the. I have a couple of Chiefs jerseys, and that's one of them. He was a great player. He's a great team player. Him and Neil Smith were just terrorizing football teams.
Yeah.
And no,
Okay.
it will not. I don't think it'll ever be topped. I really don't. I don't think in today's world with the line and the size of the line nowadays, the mobility of some of these quarterbacks that are coming in, I don't think so.
Okay. Dole Whip, your thoughts?
So I love Derek Thomas. I don't love him as much as Kelly does, but I love him a lot. This guy is one of the great players, one of my favorite players ever to watch ever. That said, I'm going to go against the guys. Yeah, I mean, have you seen Chase Young play? We throw the ball. The NFL throws the ball so much more. 8 sacks in this, I think it will happen. I mean, I think the touchdown record would have been harder to see happening. Oh, and it happened. Kamara just did it. So I'm going to say yeah, even though Derek Thomas is freaking a stud.
I'd also like to point out there that Thomas is also tied for second place with 6 sacks.
Isn't that crazy?
The same record. So it means 2 different games he delivered that type of elite level. And
13 sacks in 2 games. Whew.
It's a class act right there, and he was amazing. And, rest in peace, as what says there. All right, our last question before we get to the speed round with the chat. I want to see if I can stump the guys. Okay? Here's the question. Take a look at it. What kind of numbers could Kyle Pitts put up as a rookie is the thought. Okay? Reminder, only one tight end in NFL history had 1,000 yards as a rookie. Only one. So the question to you is twofold. One, does he put up 1,000 yards this year as a rookie? And 2, who was the original person who did it? Let's start it with our guest broadcaster, Dizar Dream. Jeff, looking up at you. Yes or no, and do you have a guess?
I think anything's possible. I think he may. Who's the only one in? Who's the only one tight end in NFL history?
It's a tough question.
I don't even have a guess.
Okay, let's go to Kelly. Yes or no?
I have to think about it.
Have a guess.
No and no.
Okay. Stump 2 of the 3 of them. I'm trying to go for my home run here. Do it. You're up.
Yeah, I think he could get 1,000 yards. I think it's going to be hard to do. But he could. He's great. I mean, do I expect him to get 1,000 yards? No. I mean, but nobody here would be shocked. Come on, this guy is a freaking stud. I think he's going to get a bunch of touchdowns too. You're stumping me on the tight end. I'm thinking
I
Kellen Winslow the punt.
I cheated.
Oh, did you? Should I know it?
Yeah,
Kellen Winslow.
I had to cheat. Yeah, you know him.
Kellen Winslow the Putz had a real good rookie year. I'm trying to remember how good of a year it was. How good was Gonzalez as a rookie? I don't know. It's not coming to me, but
Okay.
Now Gronk, I don't think Gronk because Aaron Hernandez was there. Maybe Aaron Hernandez. Maybe I don't know. Nothing's coming.
Here's your answer. Mike.
Oh, Ditka. Oh man.
61.
That
In
crazy?
14
Back in the
games.
day when he threw barely that many yards.
And I give credit to Raleigh for getting it right. But 14 games,
14,
Ditka had 1,076 yards and 12 TDs.
Look at that haircut too. Pretty sweet. That guy was a beast.
1961.
Long time ago.
The high top.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to our speed
Great
round.
question. That was fun.
Let's go to our
Yeah,
speed round. This is how we finish out the night. Throw your questions into the chat. Whatever you got for the guys, just throw it out here. I'll hit them. Thank you for putting up all the links, Jonathan, for the guys.
Sanudo, I'm loving your
tonight.
comments tonight.
Thank you so much for doing that. Let's see what we got. Let's see what the chat got. Which 5 guys are going to be the new faces of the NFL? I'll throw it to each one of you to give me one. Start with Kelly. Give me a guy who could be the new face of the NFL.
New face or this year's face?
The new face.
New face?
Let's go with this year. This year.
Be the faces of the NFL. It says which guys are going to be the faces of the NFL this year. Mahomes was going to be one of them.
Okay.
Travis
Jeff?
Kelce.
Jeff?
I mean, Pitts, Allen. Josh Allen. I don't know. That's all.
This is our dream.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
I
I say Pitts, and I say from Washington, the defensive end.
Chase Young.
Chase Young. I think those are my two that I look at there that are pretty
maybe.
hot. Okay. Justin asked, let's see, does Dalton make it out of the preseason as a starter? Don't Dad, yes or no?
Yes.
Does he make it?
Yes, I love Dalton. He's going to have a big year, too.
Jeff, DOD, does he make it?
I don't think so.
No? Kelly?
No.
What about you?
I think he does.
Okay, think he does. All right, that's interesting. Todd Gaddy says, do you think this will be Tom Brady's last season? DOD, what do you say?
I think the dude just wants to keep on winning. He's going to keep going. As long as he's winning, he's just going to keep going, I think.
Okay, interesting. Dolet?
I think that if they have a good year, but they don't win the Super Bowl, he keeps going. If they have a horrible year or he wins the Super Bowl, I think he's done.
Okay. Kelly, I'm going to flip the question and say to you, who will be the most disappointing running back this year in your thoughts?
The most disappointing running back?
Yep.
I have no idea.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. Anybody have an idea? They want to throw it out there?
I think it'll be the one that has the less yards.
That's a good answer. I'll say it'll be whoever starts for the Saints because I think they're going to have trouble.
I think so.
I thought Kamara. Yeah, that's not a bad call.
Kamara, yeah.
All right, let's
Good
throw
point.
this one out there. Jeff, don't let that. If Belichick has another losing season, is he on a hot seat? Yes or no?
No, he'll stay there until he wants out. He can be there. He can be there forever.
Diz our dream. Who is the AFC representative in the Super Bowl?
Who's the AFC? I think it's probably going to be the Chiefs again.
Where I need to find where. I should have had this ready. What else you got, chat? Hit them up. Any other questions you want? This is how we're going to finish the
Good
show.
questions, guys. Those are good
Each week.
questions.
They are good questions.
I honestly think I'm opposite. I think if Tom wins, he leaves. He wants to leave on a high note. I think if he wins the Super Bowl, it'll be his last year. If he loses, I think he'll leave too. I think this is his last year. Either way, if he wins it, he wants to leave on a high note. If he loses, he's going to just walk softly into the night.
Okay.
But he'll have. I could see a repeat of last year. I really could see a repeat of last year. Whether it plays out the same is another story.
Dolan Dan, what week, if any, will the Patriots start Mac Jones?
I do think they'll start him. Before week 10. How about that? Is that
before week 10?
Specific enough?
Let's see. Myers and the Mouse. Let me ask you, Fitzpatrick will have more TDs or interceptions by week 6?
Who's that for?
It's for Myers and the Mouse.
It's a draw. I think he ties his records between the two of them.
Okay.
I think he has as many interceptions as he does TDs by week 6.
Diz our dream. Who's the better conference, AFC or NFC?
AFC.
AFC. Don't look Dad. Who leads the NFL in receiving yards this year? What wide receiver?
DK up in Seattle.
Okay. Kelly, I know you'll like this one. Who will make Don't Whip Dad cry more, Dallas or San Diego this upcoming season?
Dallas. I think
Dallas.
San Diego is going to have a good year, but they've got nowhere to go, and so he's
Well,
trying.
they
all
got
year
one
no
place to
matter
go.
what.
They got to go to LA because they're LA now. But other than that,
Well, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Question for all three of you. We'll finish it with this one for this week. We'll start with Kelly and go down to our guest today. What team will surprise everyone this year? What's the team that's going to surprise everybody?
The team that's going to surprise everywhere, is that like a positive or a negative?
Positive. Either way. Let's go either way. How about that?
I think the Browns are going to surprise more people than they think. I think the Patriots are going to do worse than people think.
Good answer. Dolip Dad, you're up.
I'm going to stay in LA. Chargers and Rams. I like them both. I don't know if either will be a surprise. I like them both to win their division.
Okay, love it. This is our dream.
I think the Jets. I think they'll win at least 3 times as many games as they won last year.
Well, there you go. That is a surprise.
Good call.
I love
like
it. I absolutely love it. All right.
I like it.
We're going to finish out the night here. Again, these have been my co-broadcasters for the evening. Proud to have them here. Let's take a second real quick. Let's start with our guest, Jeff. I know you don't like doing it, but we do it on the show. Just tell everybody what you got coming up. I know you're going to be in Magic Kingdom streaming very soon. We're looking forward to more Our Dream from the Parks. What do you got going on your channel, bud?
Yeah, we're heading back down to Florida Sunday. We'll be in Florida Monday.
From Magic Kingdom in the morning or afternoon?
No, we'll be there in the evening.
Magic Kingdom evening. Everybody's been dropping their links all night. Thank you very much. Don't Dad, what do you have going on your neck of the woods?
I just want to send congrats out to both of you. 5K, 3K since we've been on live. That's amazing. Congrats to you both. Check out my channel, Dope Dad. That's it.
Oh, there you go. Myers and the Mouse. What does Mama have going with the channel to get things going?
Well, she'll be at Magic Kingdom tomorrow during the day, live streaming. Her and I will be together tomorrow night, and we will do the fireworks tomorrow night. We'll be there Saturday all day, probably doing rope drop till we drop again, and doing the fireworks again Saturday night as well.
Awesome.
Hopefully,
I do want to say one more thing.
Yeah,
chat's been great again. 2 weeks in a row. I mean, it's always been great, but really stood out this week and last week were amazing. So everybody in chat, thank you. Really neat comments. I love it.
Absolutely. Best thing that I can ask everybody is do us a favor. Help us out
Thanks,
on the
Bubba.
channel. And if you know friends of yours that are into the NFL that like it, and you like this show and you think you're having a good time here, you like the fact that we involve everybody, you're part of the show if you're watching. If you're watching the replay, come in live with us. You can be part of the show. That's what we want. Our goal is that you're going to see Our Dream throughout the year with us, broadcasting, doing some live stuff. Also, we're also going to have others come in for this segment and do it with us. Next week, Mouse Talk has asked me to come on, and he's going to join us for the question and answer section at the end, and then we'll move on. Maybe I can get Derek with D&G Explorers to come in. A Buffalo guy. I'm trying to get some. What?
Sorry.
Yes.
We're just going to see if we could put a fundraiser together to get Jeff some WD-40 for that chair before he moves to Florida.
Do you hear that every time I move?
Oh, good. I thought you meant me. I'm like, what?
It was either the chair or you. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Put it out front with a free sign on it. A free
Pittsburgh
sign
Jeff or not Pittsburgh Jeff? Who are we talking about?
Wait till you see our garbage heap out front tomorrow.
We'll talk about that
I
after.
hate to be those garbage men.
So, as we finish up, share it out. Let other friends know that love football. We'd love to get more people here. As more people know about it, I think they'll come here and have a good time. You'd like to join sometime? Good, Derek, I'll talk to you. We'll get you lined up for a week to come in on a Monday or come in on a Thursday with
Could be
us.
Greg.
I just want to finish up by saying this. Yes, I'm very proud of Kelly and his 3K, but I'm also extremely proud of all three gentlemen here, okay? They all have incredible family-friendly, fun channels. Kelly and Jeff, Diz Our Dream and Myers and the Mouse, go consistently from the park, and I guarantee you if you watch their live stream, you're going to want to go buy your ticket to Magic Kingdom. You feel like you're walking around with them in the parks. It's a blast. My buddy Dole Whip Dad is doing creator stuff Sunday nights, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday nights at 11 o'clock his time, which is 12 o'clock my time.
No,
5
11
o'clock
Eastern.
somewhere
10,
else.
10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern.
11 o'clock Eastern. He does a great job. He's trying to help creators grow. He's not looking to make money off of you. He's just looking to build a community and help grow other people. And that's why I love these people. More sports stuff coming from us. Trust me. We will be back again next week at our normal time of 9 o'clock because hopefully Disney won't be opening up something else brand
I
new
know.
that 20,000 people want to go find. And that we can go at our normal time and get out of here. I'm going to hit it out. Hit the like before you leave. Share it out. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Herminia, just coming in at the last minute. Our good friend Herminia. Hey, let's go Cowboys.
Cowboys, yeah.
I'll leave it with that, and to, my good friend Diz Our Dream, who has that Steelers logo.
What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
Just got to finish it with that. I'm